We don't need an introduction. He led the Giants to their biggest comeback ever in the Super Bowl era. Mr. Let It Rip himself. Daniel, how are we feeling?
Doing good, Kay. How are you doing?
I mean, I feel like I've lost years off the end of my life watching this Giants game this past weekend. Congratulations, DJ. We're so excited for you. You go out there, you become the first player in NFL history with 250 through the air, 50 on the ground, 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, no turnovers in a single half. That's never happened. So when you look at this performance, what sets this win apart from the other big wins you've had?
I think just the way we did it. Obviously, it didn't start the way we planned, and going down big in the first half, especially after week 1 was disappointed. But we were able to kind of keep our heads, right the ship, and find a way to win down the stretch. So proud of that. Proud of how the team fought there.
Well, we love a comeback king. It was wild. I'm glad you brought up the drama because I was a little worried. I was a little worried as you guys were headed into the locker room. How worried were you? Where was your point of like, oh boy?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't, kind of in the back of our minds. But I think, at the same time, we were able to focus on, what we needed to do and what we were going to do in the second half. And I said after the game, and I think it's true, there were opportunities we missed in the first half, and we knew that we, if we executed, hit some of those opportunities and converted those, it would have been a different game. So just kind of trusting that and sticking to that.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. We all love it for you. Everybody watching loved it. Take me into that locker room. I don't understand. I don't understand. I need to know what the vibe was. I need to know who's the person in the locker room that gets up in the moment and sort of turns the narrative. Did you eat like a special peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Like what turned this thing around?
I don't know if there was any magic. I mean, there's definitely guys speaking up, and Daves is saying his piece certainly, but there's just a strong sense of urgency. Guys communicating. While there's a kind of the energetic and passionate, let's go. There's also as much, this is exactly what we need to do. This is how we need to do it. And this, this is what's going to make the difference. So it's kind of, both of those and getting ready to go. But we got good leaders, got good, and Dave's did a good job kind of focusing everyone, centering the team on what we needed to do.
What's Dave saying? What's Dave saying? I'm sure like in the moment, it's just like, oh my gosh, what do you remember him saying?
I don't remember exactly what he said. I mean, something along the lines that we need to pick it up and
beep, bleep, bleep.
And obviously get going. So, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was fired up.
Couple F-bombs, maybe
maybe
one or two?
A couple, yeah.
Well,
maybe
listen,
a couple.
There were F-bombs and then there were bombs on the field because the moment was insane that sparks the comeback, in my opinion, and everyone out there watching, is the 58-yard bomb to the rookie Jalen Hyatt, who we've talked about on the show with you already to start the second half. I mean, he said he told you to bomb it up to him before the play. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. On the sideline, he said, give me a chance. I'll run past him, and he certainly did. But, he's a confident guy, and you want receivers that want the ball. So, you love hearing that, and the coverage gave him a chance to do it. So he made a heck of a play.
So does Dable get the credit for that play call to start the second half, or is that all Hyatt and you?
I think we all kind of talked about it. It was something we talked about in the first half a little bit, and then, we got going there in the second half with it.
There's some controversy about whether or not Dable's calling plays or something. What do you make of that? In the second half, I think, or something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always getting the plays from Kafka, and obviously Dayball, it's his offense, so we're all kind of communicating on the sideline, and, but I'm always getting the plays from Kafka, and yeah.
I mean, I love that you say confidence. I can't imagine a rookie, my first, big show, big situation, you're down crazy, and I'm saying, give me the ball, hit me with the bomb. Like that, how much are you enjoying that confidence and that chemistry that you have with such a young cat out there?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And he's, he had a great training camp, showed up, made a lot of plays, and got to continue to find ways to get him the ball because his speed, his ability to get behind the defense is huge for us. And, like you said, he's got the confident mindset. He wants the ball, wants the opportunity to make plays for us.
This game had it all. It was up, it was down. Well, first it was down, and then it was up. And then you want to celebrate and be like, oh, yeah, we did this thing after like a historic, not great start to the season, which we don't want to talk about. It's in the rearview mirror now. But then the Saquon thing happens, and I'm like, oh, and everyone's holding their breath. And he goes down with the ankle. He gets help coming off, and it should only sideline him. We're hearing for 3 weeks. I'm not going to ask you about that, of course. But the next 4 weeks on your schedule, they're pretty tough. It's tough sledding. You got 4 2022 playoff teams in a row. So what do I need to know about Matt Breida, Gary Brightwell, Eric Gray out there? Like, Giants fans want to know, what do we need to know about them to believe that they can hold it down while Saquon might be out?
Yeah, all 3 of those guys bring something a little bit different, and they're all really good players. Breida's obviously been playing in the league for a long time. He's an extremely dependable player. He's got the burst and the speed to take it all the way, and he's been big for us these past couple of years. And Gary's been really big, runs hard, really sees the field well. Great player. And then Eric, as a rookie, has done a good job so far through camp. So
yeah.
it won't be one guy. Obviously Saquon does a lot for us on offense. Won't be one guy. It'll be all of us kind of picking it up together.
How does Saquon, or how has he helped them? I think watching him go down is pulls my heartstrings a lot, because he's dealt with so many injuries. He's such a good guy. And I remember when he was knocked out, and he obviously had so much success in college, but we talked, and he said that his favorite year was the year he didn't play, because it was so much adversity, and it made him a tougher person, and it gave him all this perspective. And I was like, gosh, like, who is this guy? Like, and he's just that guy. How does he help these young guys get ready for this moment that now they have to step into?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a team first guy. He's a huge leader for us, and just setting an example of what, how he goes about his work and how he approaches it every day. But he'll be right there with those guys. He'll be right there with all of us as a important leader on the team. But yeah, tough to see him go down and feel for him for sure.
Now, as much as I love the win, I hated the lopsided win. I hated the drama that you put me through. I was very mad at you about it, so I did not watch Kicking and Screaming. I was stomping my feet. I didn't watch it because I was like, okay, they're 1-1. 1-1 is not enough to watch a Will Ferrell movie for me. We're going to have to go 2-1 to get it to happen. Now, fans were not happy. Very polarizing choice as far as Will Ferrell movies for you to just unload Kicking and Screaming. Do we have some of these tweets, I think, from fans? Do you want to roll these through? Maybe not. Maybe no. Yes, no, maybe so. Here we go. Daniel Jones managed to save the 2023 season of the New York Football Giants by carrying the team on his back, and you couldn't finish the Will Ferrell movie? Come on, okay, whatever. Let's wait for a win on Thursday Night Football. What is this, Daniel?
Yeah, come on. You don't know. What's your deal with Will Ferrell? I don't get it. I don't understand.
I like Will Ferrell. I just feel like there's so much Will Ferrell. And NFL players, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm not going to learn anything. If I'm not going to learn anything, I'm not going to watch it. Like, I need to sort of, I don't know. Everyone
you want like a documentary or something? I don't know if I have a good documentary for you. But,
maybe on the Roman Empire. We'll bring that back. By the way, how much did you see Roman Empire everywhere after our interview? See, look what we did.
I did see it, yeah.
Yeah,
so you're out ahead of that trend, huh?
I was. Okay, so we're going to try to go 2-1, and then I'll watch the movie, and I'll have a book report for you about it, a movie report and review. But I want to talk about this game a little bit, because your offensive line bounced back on Sunday after what happened to you in Week 1. The only 3 sacks in Arizona. So now you've got a tough one. It's a short week. You got the Niners. It's Bosa. Well, it's on the road. Here's my question. What happened in the Arizona game that gives you the most confidence can carry over to this Thursday night bout?
Yeah, I mean, I think we executed better, and we're able, I got the ball in my hands quicker, which gives the guys chances to make plays, and I've got to continue to do that, be decisive, and get through my reads. If it's not there, get the ball out. And guys up front played really well on Sunday, and confident that they'll do the same Thursday night. So it's a good group in San Francisco for sure. Like you said, they got Bosa and a number of guys up front who can affect the game. So we'll be ready for it and have a plan for it.
I don't like this. You and Thursday night games, I don't like the numbers. We're going to fix this, right? What's with you and Thursday games?
I don't know. I think it's. I don't think there's anything special to it. It's a football game. We gotta win and play well.
I want to, that defense is scary like we're talking about, but you'll be fine. It'll be great, especially after last week's comeback win and all the confidence that you guys have going forward. Why do your teammates mess with you so much in interviews? Okay,
That's how you fight.
this was great. Okay, this was in Arizona, and I loved you and Christina Pink, awesome. Loved watching that. But it wasn't the first time that this has happened, right? Like, people are randomly, like, screaming your name at you. Let's take a listen to this.
Yeah, I think we have a ton of guys who can make a lot of plays in a lot of different ways, and
you're just blocking out the noise. What is this? Why do they do this?
I think both times it was Hadi, it was Jihad. So there's a trend there. But yeah, I don't know why I have to ask Hadi, but he's that type of guy. He likes to mess around a little bit.
Last week, we decided to catch you up on news around the world, and we thought we had so much fun with that, talking about aliens, that we are going to keep it going. And I'm going to give you, these are true news stories. Jonesing for the news here with Daniel Jones, quarterback of the New York Giants. A bear, okay? There was a bear at a Chinese zoo, and this has gone viral, my friend. You don't have TikTok, so I got you. This bear goes viral because internet users started becoming convinced that this is just a man in a bear costume. So I got to get you to weigh in on this. Is this a bear or a man in a bear costume?
It doesn't look like a bear. Why is his neck so long, right? Like,
it's got the Mike Glennon neck.
I don't know. That was uncalled for. Yeah, it looks like a human to me. What is it? Do we know?
Do we have an answer? It's a bear? It's a bear. That's absolute BS. That is not a bear. I'm just looking, what's Mike Glennon up to? That might have been him. I just connected the dots, and I'm a TikTok investigator. Okay, the Coast Guard. We love the Coast Guard. We respect and love everything they do. They arrested a guy in Florida for trying to run, get this thing, a giant hamster wheel across the Atlantic Ocean. Daniel, listen to me. He said his destination was nearly 4,000 miles away to London, England. Is this not the craziest thing you've ever heard?
Just got to be a determined guy. I kind of want to meet him.
I guess he's tried. I don't know. He's tried to do it all across. They just keep plucking him out of the water. Like, bro, no. Like, bro, relax. Like, here's some airfare. If there was a player in your locker room, who would be most likely to try to pull a stunt like this? Who would you not be surprised to read a story like this about?
Maybe Hadi. I don't know. I feel like we brought him up.
I love the shots fired at Hadi. Okay, let's see. I want to ask you one more. $80 million F-35 stealth fighter jet. I don't know if you saw this. It went missing. This was a big story yesterday over South Carolina after the pilot ejected and it went into autopilot, flying around solo for half an hour. Okay, so this is crazy. They found it, by the way, the wreckage was like in the ocean. Everyone's safe. We'll love to hear it. Now, Brandon Cooks on the Cowboys, he went viral because he's a pilot and he was flying his teammates Micah Parsons and Stephon Gilmore around in his plane. Which one of your teammates would you trust most to take you up in the air for a spin?
Well, I don't think anyone has their pilot's license, but maybe Tyrod. I trust Tyrod. If he was certified and went through all the whatever, the coursework and everything, I'd trust him. He's a dependable guy.
I thought you were going to go Sterling.
No shot.
No chance?
No shot. No.
I love it. Daniel, go kick ass. Let it rip. We're going to keep it going. Let it rip on Thursday night up against the Niners. We appreciate you, and I hope you got your little bit of news this morning. That's what we'll do for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, we got Deebo Samuel on the show. You're going up against him. He's right after the break. Do not miss it. Let me ask you real quick before you go. What's one thing you really like about Deebo's game? We're going to be nice to each other.
He plays strong. He's hard to bring down. He's dynamic after the catch.
I love this because everyone talks about how versatile and flashy he is. He is a tough runner. So we're going to talk to Deebo Samuel after this. Good luck with your running backs with Saquon out this week. It's a short week for Daniel Jones, who's got to get a win on Thursday Night Football, and our show's behind him. Let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.